More of the forests in the tropics are now logged and remain unlogged, and that probably makes you a little bit sad, a little bit wistful. But what I doubt it will do is surprise you. And that's because for years we've been being told by big charities, adverts on TV, that areas the size of a football field or of Wales are being cut down at not infrequent intervals. What might surprise you though is how exactly they're being logged. You might imagine a forest that's grown up like this, and then suddenly gets logged like that, cutting away almost everything that's left in exchange for quick, immediate resources and fast profit. But that's not entirely true, or at least not 95% of the time. Now we have selective logging, so our forests grow like this, and are cut like this. Selective logging generally only removes between about 4 and 10 trees per hectare of forest that gets logged, and it's generally seen as a pretty good compromise between conservation of the fluffy and the cool stuff that we know and love, and of profit for the people who actually need to develop that area for economic growth and to survive. The theory says that if you only cut down a few stems at a time, you'll be able to log them again in a few decades' time for more profit in a sustainable manner. And at the same time, you won't be harming any of the biodiversity or the ecosystems that make our rainforests so special. So far, at least, the evidence has supported this. Studies have been coming out showing that animal populations are well conserved, and even the rarest are shown to survive. What we know less about, though, is the long-term impact on the plants in the forest. If we're just cutting down the largest and the oldest trees, which were collecting the most light and producing the most seeds, what impact is that going to have on what's left behind? So I'm interested in how we get from this back to this, and what version we end up with when things finally do grow back. Do we end up with exactly what we had before? Or do perhaps our smaller, faster growing trees rush in to capture the newly available sunlight, preventing it from returning to how it was previously? Or maybe trees lose out altogether. Lianas are thick, woody vines capable of growing very quickly and filling the gaps, strangling trees that are newly growing. To find out exactly what happens, I'll be collecting data for my PhD over the next 3 years in a Malaysian rainforest, which was selectively logged between 24 and 36 years ago. With a 12-year time period like that, from that long ago, it should now be possible for me to see if forests are recovering at all in these areas. And if they are, in which direction they're recovering. Are they recovering back to these original unlogged forests that we can see next door in an adjacent site? Throughout the study, I'll be keeping everyone updated by tweeting profusely at CanopyRobin. I'll also be uploading occasional videos to my channel Canopy Vlogs on YouTube, both about the PhD and about more general science communication, always from the top of trees. So make sure to subscribe to me there and follow me on Twitter. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.